All right, here we go. This is going to be my second reaction to Ado. She blew my mind on my first reaction. I saw that she was featured on this Imagine Dragons track, so I have to listen to that. My name's Tim. I've been a vocal instructor for the last 24 years. Building voices is my life's work. I do in-person lessons with my amazing team of teachers here in the Manhattan, tri-state Philadelphia area, but we have students online all over the world. So if you need a teacher, hit us up. Also, I just have to say thank you to those of you who are supporting me over on Patreon. We don't get any ad revenue from these videos that we react to as reactors because the copyright, rightly so, goes back to the artist. So the support that you all have been giving me over on Patreon has been amazing. I've loved getting to know you all, the high vibing chats we've been having about music, and also the song recommendations you've been giving me. I really appreciate that over there. So thanks for the love over on Patreon. All right, here we go. I'm going to listen all the way through this one. Then I'm going to go back and do a breakdown of it. All right, here we go. I like this groove.
People pleasing planet. Got a million people saying how to plan it. I can no longer stand it. Gonna spend my days telling them to can it. Each them do their own. Got a salesman ringing my phone.
I like this groove.
Tell me where to go. No, I don't wanna hear the down low. Nothing out of bed, they never wanna hear you preach. No. Take me to the beach. You can have the mountains.
This is fun.
It's way too cold. My heart is cold enough. Push comes to shove. You can have the mountains. I'll take the beach.
Oh, here we go. I love her tone. Wow. Yeah. Fun. You can have the mountains. Interesting message. Interesting. Wow. That was wild. You know, it was really interesting hearing her voice on that type of a track. You know what I mean? Like, the thing about Ado, which I've learned because I've gotten some amazing comments, like, thank you, by the way, those of you who are educating me on Ado and the whole Japanese music scene, because a lot of what I've learned about Ado and her music is it's sort of like counterculture a bit. There's this way of being in Japan where, you know, you don't really speak up. You don't speak out against things. It's kind of like you stay to the status quo. You stay to the norm. And Ado is the opposite of that. She, like, the song Usiwa that I reacted to was literally shut up was what that translates to. And she's an anarchist. She's sort of a rebel against society with a lot of her music. And it's like a commentary on Japanese culture. And so I learned all of that when I reacted to Ado before. And if I got any of that wrong, please let me know. I'm happy to be corrected here on this channel. All right, so let's just talk briefly about what this song is about because it's kind of interesting. This song has a concept of take me to the beach. You can have the mountains. The mountains are cold. My heart is cold because of this jaded society, basically. Everybody's trying to sell me on things. Nobody's being honest. Nobody's really listening. That's kind of the gist of the song. It's like, take me to the beach. The beach is where I want to be. That's what I want. You can have everything else, but the beach is mine. That's kind of what I'm getting from the meaning of the song. And then Otto's lyrics, we're going to break those down right now here. She says, those who refuse to listen will puff up their chests and do whatever they want. This is a societal commentary thing, which plays into a lot of the commentaries she's had on society. Then she goes on to say, God or Buddha or a hypocrite. In my head, leave me alone. Who should I be? This is a big message in her music of like identity stuff in society and culture. Who should I be? Take your hands off. I owe. I'm not sure the I owe thing. I think she's saying leave me. Okay, so I owe, leave me alone. I'm not sure how that all plays out. Close your mouth before you spit it out. No, I owe. So I think those lyrics, they're kind of abstract, but they make sense from a zoomed out standpoint where, you know, it's talking about people that don't listen are puffing up their chest. They're doing whatever they want. You know, we all can live easily in blinders in this society nowadays. Like, this is all society culture commentary for sure. Now I'm just going to do a quick vocal analysis of Dan Reynolds' vocals and Otto's vocals in the software Melodyne. I took the audio, pulled it off of the video. I took the vocals and pulled them out of the audio, and we're going to look at it in this software right now. This is Melodyne.
People pleasing planet. Got a million people saying how to plan it. I can no longer stand it. Gonna spend my days telling them to can it.
All right, so what's he doing? He's got a decent amount of vocal fold closure, or we call adduction in voice pedagogy, which means that it's not husky and breathy. Yeah, it's bop, bop, bop. He's got a lot of brass in his tone, so he's got a decent amount of thickening, TA dominance, thyroarytenoid dominance, if you want to nerd out with me. Lots of vocal fold closure, and a decent amount of air pressure. Bop, 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 bop. You know, he's pretty pressy on his voice. Very little vibrato because he's being so staccato.
Each one to their own. Got a salesman ringing my phone.
Now, I do have to say, this is definitely pitch corrected. You can see all of these are perfectly pulled to the line. I expected that it would be pitch corrected because this is a studio recording, and that is the industry standard. We don't let natural voices happen. We have to always pull them to the line. But, you know, it is what it is.
Tell me where to go. No, I don't want to hear the down low. Nothing out of penny, never want to hear you preach.
Yeah.
No.
So, a lot of energy, a lot of brass, a lot of bravado in it.
Take me to the beach.
Woo! All right, so now let's move over and check out a little bit what Otto is doing with her voice, because that's pretty much straightforward what Dan Reynolds does through this whole track. Even though vocally he's done some pretty wild things, jumping up in his upper register. He's done some interesting vocals over the years. This one isn't that interesting. This is just kind of straight down the middle, very conversational, very brassy, very edgy. But let's check out Otto's vocals now.
聞く耳立つ奴が大層な胸を張るまた構わずやる望まないから下を打つ
All right, so first thing I want to say about her singing is listen to how expressive it is. You can tell it does look like they still pitch corrected her vocals a little bit too, which is not necessary. I mean, she isn't a vocalist that does not need it, but I'm sure she probably recorded this and then the Imagine Dragon sound engineers got a hold of it and tinkered with it a little bit. The good news about it, though, is they left all of the expression in her vocal. They didn't overly correct it. Like, you can hear her, like she has almost this way of breathing that is an emotional thing that she does in her singing. It's an emotional aspect of her singing. And the little crying into the syllables and little creaky door sounds. Sometimes it's got a little breathiness. Other times it's very brassy and biting. She has a lot of what I call tone quality diversity in the way that she sings. Check this out.
聞く耳立つ奴が大層な胸を張る
So you hear that? Almost sounds like a little cry in there. There's like these little subtle human little extra textures in her singing.
また構わずやる
Listen to the way she uses that breath in as an expressive tool.
望まないから下を打つ髪がほどけかいとけどりが頭の中
Oh my God, I love that part. Tone quality diversity. That's what that is. This just gave me goosebumps. That was so good. Yeah. So did you notice how in the beginning of this part, she was very kind of chill. It was a little more introspective and husky. But then she got to this part. She made her acoustic chamber, her mouth space, much smaller. She got the chords closed. She got thickened on it and pressed her voice really with a lot of air pressure. And then as she got higher, she activated her false chord activation. So if you've ever listened to or studied heavy metal, you know all of the false chord activation is how you get that grit and growl, which is a coordination she has. Let's listen to this part again.
聞く耳立つ
See how she's a little lighter here?
やつが大層な胸を張るまたか
We hear a little airflow in it. It's very conversational.
まわずやる望まないから下を打つ
Little crying and little bite and brass.
髪がほどけかいとけどりが頭の中
Yeah.
金に
Yeah, so that's all brass. She's fronted her voice. She's biting. Then she growls. So
なれ
good.
ばいいの愛を吐き出す前に口を閉じろ
So you can see, yeah, the pitches are, like that doesn't look natural there. And again, I'm not pointing fingers or blame. This is the way the music business is now. So the Imagine Dragons engineers, whoever they were, they did quite a bit of work.
Take me to the beat.
And you can hear that's a super processed like group sound thing there. It's like, it's got a very processed tone to me. But, it works baked into the track the way that it is. Very, very cool. So I'm super excited to check out more Otto. This doesn't feel like it satisfied my itch to check out Otto because it was just a small part of her singing. And it's not one of her crazy virtuosic style vocals, which I like to break those types of things down. So this was a fun second look at Otto and Imagine Dragons. I guess they're doing some new music again, so I'm excited to check that out. Admittedly, I don't even know if they have been before recently doing new music. I haven't been following them a lot. So if there are some other Imagine Dragons songs that I need to check out, you got to let me know. I'll definitely check it out. Thanks for checking out this video. If you like it, subscribe, click the notification to stay up to date. I'm definitely going to be breaking down some more Otto. And also come on over to my Patreon if you want to get some community around music and also support me and this channel. I really appreciate any help you guys give. So cheers. I'll see you in my next one.